Alright, hello everyone, I am WanderingMind, she, they pronouns, and I am going to be speedrunning Jiku, Yosai, Macross, Scrambled, Valkyrie, which was a SNES game that was released only in Japan in 1993. This is a shoot 'em up. This was featured last year by Julian RX, who is on commentary, but yeah, I'll let him take over from here.
Hey, hello everyone. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I ran this game that passes SNES Super Stars marathon, but I'm really surprised that this game was got with one person and actually the world record holder. It's really awesome to see that. So yeah, we are going to see a new improvements by Wandering that is going to be showcased in this speedrun. Okay, so whenever you're ready,
Alright, one moment.
Yeah. Oh, so the category is beat the game, but we usually just run this game on easy mode. There are particularities that we're going to be explaining in the making of the run. So, yeah. So, as you can see, in this game, you can choose between three characters. One of them is called Hikaru. The other one is Maximilian, and the third one is Mihai. Uh, each of them has three different Valkyrias, which are plain robots that you can transform in three phases. One of them that we are going to be using in this speedrun is Maximilian, which is the most broken character in this game. As you can see, Maximilian can shoot homing projectiles. As you can see, they pursue any single enemy. The other one is the plane, which it moves really faster in all the stages. And the most powerful weapon in the game, which is the Guardian, which is the second phase. As you can see, the Guardian has the ability to shoot that energy ball that does a lot of damage. Now, if you can see, David is going to try to absorb that enemy, which an ability exclusivity in this game that is called the minion, the mind read. The mind read is basically after you stop shooting, and in a specific after 3 seconds you stop shooting, it's going to create a field energy, and when you touch an enemy, it's going to be absorbed and it's going to be turned you as an ally. An ally can be really helpful in this speedrun because they can shoot and they can also follow in the next future stage. So, yeah, it's really fun to see that. It's really powerful. Yeah, something that I forgot to mention in this game, each transformation of the planes, the Valkyries, has three levels. The level 1, level 2, and level 3, as you can see on the top left corner, the bottom of the HP bar. If you put it on the third level, which is the max one, you can see that it shoots a lot of things, and of course your shots are stronger and more powerful, which is the thing that we are going to try to keep in all the stages, because if you get damage from anything, we are going to be losing at least one level of those power-ups. Okay, we are going to try to see quickly in the next mini boss that is going to be reached out pretty soon. Basically, David tried to put the alien, as I mentioned, she absorbed Gulasi, which is an enemy at this stage. I tried to put it, I think that's not a good position, but let's see if she can perform that quick kill. Now he's going to use the energy ball right here, and now she's going to put in a specific position, try to stop him, and oh!
Yeah, it's very finicky. Like, it's very inconsistent, and if you're going for a good time, you gotta reset over it if you don't get it, but not a big deal for this marathon.
Yeah, it's fine. It only lose a few seconds. Yeah. Well, now people must be asking, hey, how do you get to speedrun this game, which is another scroller? Okay, there are two big reasons why the games that you think that the auto scrollers are not speedrun. One of them is the main issue that, for example, people that are developing tasks are struggling. The lag reduction is a really thing to try to do when you're trying to task in a video game, like for example this one, or for example other games like Radius. The factor of this game that reducing the lag is really important, because the more lag you produces, the less the game starts run slower and makes you lose time in RTA. Okay, so coming up next, we are going to be reaching to the first boss of the game. Before that, we are going to be destroying these enemies that are on screen to try to reduce the lag of this stage. So the first boss is basically this. I don't know how to call this, but yeah, it's try to this ball that's going to be rotating in all the area. But if you get positioned in a perfect place right here, it's not going to start using the same pattern, and then it's going to reach out to the second phase, which is destroying all their armor. And voila.
Yeah, I reacted really well to that laser beam attack, and then it was pretty normal from there.
Well, that was a really good kill. Well, the only thing that was scaring me is normally the big pattern that you want that boss to start is trying to like hit you with the body, but it didn't start with that one. But it's also matter. It was really good. Okay, second stage. And the second stage, we are going to be switching to the partner that we have at this moment. We are going to be seeing that really soon. But yeah, okay. Let's talk about the difficulties of this game. This game has three difficulties: easy, normal, or hard mode. If you pick the game on easy, with any difficulty, you're going to be getting the same ending, which is the only sad thing of this game. But if you play this game on hard mode or normal mode, there are a couple of different things. One of them is the enemies have more HP, and the other thing that it activates a different kind of abilities that the enemies are in each stage. Like for example, in a stage in stage 3, we are going to be seeing that some enemies are not going to be jumping or throwing missiles. But yeah, on hard mode they are going to be moving a lot of faster. Okay, they will lose the power-ups, but it's okay. She's going to be able to recover them. But yeah, try to don't lose them before the mini boss, because if you don't have the power-ups before the mini boss, of course the bosses are going to be a little bit struggling and harder to beat. As I mentioned, the level, it is important to have keep the level of the power-ups, because they are doing more damage. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this I forgot to mention. This is the second character, the second partner that we have. This Nujab. Nujab is basically a robot that's trying to shoot homing missiles. The fun part is only shooters to the backward side. Okay. Let's see now the second mini boss of this game. Hopefully this is going to be give it a good pattern. Yeah, really good. Oh, she move it to wow, okay, no, never mind. It was good. Nothing happened here. Alright, so something I forgot to mention, also in this game, you can get an extra continue, like for example in that item you saw right there. There's a red item which is the logo of the TV series based in this program. The items are completely hidden, and the only way to get them is just try to shoot in that specific spot that they are beating. Now, one of the things that probably the people that are trying to play this game casually is how the heck can I find those items? Okay, the good thing is if you have a partner, like for example the Jap, which is the one that Devon is using right here, is able to find those blind spots that we cannot see that those hidden spots. I can show it. Okay, now we are reaching to the next boss of the stage. But before that, we need to be careful with those robots. Okay, now it's okay. Now it's pretty good. Now the second boss of this stage is this robot has 3 different patterns. Hopefully, the one that we're gonna be seeing is trying to just move it and nothing else. Try to use it. Oh no, this is the wait. Oh shoot, that's the one that we didn't want to see. But yeah, that's fine. Oh. Happened. It didn't happen in practice, and it happened some marathon classical video game.
Of course.
Wow. Yeah, that's fine. Second stage is really rough because we are depending on the second factor of this game when you are speedrunning this kind of auto-scroller video games. The second factor is RNG. Of course, the luck of the bosses and the mini bosses are really important because if they are moving in a different spot, then you need to change the strategy that they are fighting for. The thing that I wanted is not moving to any specific place. Okay, now we are on the third stage, and now we are seeing my second favorite partner that we have, which is Dura. Dura is like a robot that is trying like eating the other enemies. Like for example, you can see, hey, how try to eat something. Yeah, but it does a lot of damage. It's probably the second most powerful ally that you can get in this game. It can destroy a lot of things really fast, and it's really useful with the next 3 stages that we're going to be seeing. There's a specific spot right here where we can destroy these 3 bearers that throws those missiles, but it's really like a pixel or 2 pixels that you can put in. Yeah. Now we are going to be keeping the energy, the power-ups that we have before reaching to the mini boss of this stage, which it has the good thing is it has like only 2 movements if we do the kill correctly. Wander lost the power of the robot, which it's great. It's not problem. There's no problem right here. As I mentioned it, she's going to be abusing a lot of the energy ball, as you can see, because the energy ball is really powerful. Those enemies that she's destroying right there are one of the things that you are going to be seeing a lot if you play this game casually on normal or hard mode. They are really strong and really hard to destroy them. Okay, now reaching out to the mini boss of this stage. Now the good thing is this mini boss it has the same pattern. It's going to be moving up and then it's going to be moving to the right side of the screen. If everything is okay, we should not be moving in that spot like that. Yeah, that was a really good quick kill. Oh, another thing that it is important to mention from the energy ball also acts like an energy shield. Also, it tries to block some different kind of shots that the enemies are shooting to you. The normal shots, like for example the yellow ones that those guys are throwing, they can be blocked by the energy ball, which is really useful in this game. Now you can see that's why you have the pattern. Also, if you don't know where are the continues, okay, that's the one that is hiding in this level. Yeah, well, as I mentioned, these are the only 2 main reasons that we, especially speedrunning this kind of games, is really important. Optimization when you are trying to reduce the lag in many specific places that could be produced, and the other one is trying to deal with the RNG of the bosses and the enemies, because we need to create different strategies in order to fight with those enemies and try to not lose the powers that we have. So now we are reaching out to the boss of this stage. The robot of this stage is really fun. I didn't see that you can glitch. So if Dayon has a really good luck, she's going to be glitching that boss in a specific boss and a specific spot, and then it's going to be just shooting in that place without moving to any place. Another fun thing, if you can see, Dura is really dumb sometimes. She's trying to destroy those barriers, but it's not possible. If you touch those barriers, you can lose your power up. Okay, let's see if we can, if it is possible to perform the quick kill. And no. Oh, in this area we don't shoot this boss because we can produce the lag and we are not dealing any damage. If you hear it, probably it's not. Now we are dealing damage. Now let's see. That looks really good. And yep, that's it. Marathon. Okay. I need to practice that one. Wow. That was really good. Wow, now we are reaching up to the fourth stage, which is the fastest one and the shortest one level of it. In these caverns, you're going to be seeing that, well, Devon is going to try to keep the Dora, as I mentioned. There are enemies that you can absorb them as an ally right here, but they are not as powerful as Dora. This stage, I like to call it the bonus stage because there's a lot of P power-ups that you can get. You can get a PS, which is basically just refilling your HP, and there's the famous continue that is hiding, as you can see. Yeah, but in this stage, it is important to keep the power-ups because the boss of this stage, if we are going to be killing him really fast, we need to be depending on the luck of the father that he's going to be trying to using the flames, and of course the RNG of the Jura that was trying to attack him. Okay, let's see if what's the luck. It's really good. Yeah. Oh no. Well, that going to be working. Nice. Wow, that was a really good kill. Yeah, this boss throws flames to the top or the bottom side of the screen. Devon wanted to just try to shoot it to the top of the screen because it tends to shoot at the top of the screens most of the time. This boss. Now we are to one of the favorite stages of with people that watching the TV series of this game. It is basically this stage is based part of the TV series, which honestly I'm not kind of familiar. And the other thing is this stage has a music that is based on the TV program and the movie. Do you remember the name of the song? Because that's the only thing I found that. Yeah.
Yeah. The name of the song.
Later when we hear that song. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try my best to. I'm gonna sing horribly. Fair warning.
No.
No worries. No big deal.
Oh shoot. Okay.
No, not a big deal.
Yeah. Plus the power up right here. It's okay. It's not a big problem. It's going to just reduce the chances for dealing a lot of damage to the mini boss that we are going to be seeing really soon. This is one of the stages also that you can see that it's really dumb trying to destroy a battery. That's not possible. Okay, this is the mini boss of this stage. If you are really lucky, which is not really happen in this play, and you can deal a lot of damage, and then when you reach it to the next screen and the next to the next area that we are going to be seeing really soon with him, you can destroy him really fast. The idea is
I messed up really badly, sorry. Not a big deal.
No, wow.
I was just trying to be showy and I messed up. Not a big deal. We'll see. Now you get to see what happens. Not a big deal, though.
Yeah.
Not a marathon run without something going wrong.
Okay, lost the partner, but it's okay. As mentioned, the only reason that we have the partner is they are just invisible. Not only invisible, but also it's just for dealing a lot of damage with the bosses. Now the only thing that was worrying me is the HP, but now we should be okay because we are okay. Now we should be okay. Now we are reaching to the mini boss. If everything is okay, we should kill him before he.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, that's the problem because we didn't do a lot. We didn't do the specific damage in the first way when we saw it, but it's fine.
Yeah, I was doing so well until I kind of messed up there.
The good thing is you skip. This boss it could be skippable, but it's really hard. To be honest, it's just waiting. The good thing is try to destroy them really fast because of course gives you a lot of power-ups if you lose them.
Kind of tempted.
Oh yeah, that's the name of the song. My boyfriend is a pilot.
Yep, that's the name of the song.
Thank you. Something I forgot to mention. Some enemies cannot be absorbed with the barrier, sadly, because there are different reasons. Some of them, like for example, it could be too fast. Some of them are more powerful, or some of them are not able to follow to this to other stages. Like for example, they are just able to jump. And there are stages when you need to just fly through all the specific areas.
Alright, here we go. So we got a pretty involved boss fight. I probably won't be able to do my quick kill like I wanted to, but I can still improvise a little bit, and you get to see that.
Yeah, the quick kill of this boss is really difficult when you don't have the ally, the partner. It should be okay just for dealing more damage.
No worries. I got it. But yeah, we're just gonna improvise a little bit here.
Should be okay. Now it should be okay. Oof, that was really close.
But yeah, you get to see some impressive display of skill here. Okay, we are good. Oh, I feel pretty good. Okay, yes, I feel bad about losing that minion, but that was pretty cool, wouldn't you say?
I was scared with this. Wow, that was a really good recovery.
Yeah. Alright, halfway through this stage, we should be back on track. I will need it.
Okay, so next stage. This is probably the hardest one when you're playing this casually. It is because you can see there are a lot of enemies that are appearing from the bottom and the top screen, and also the enemies in this stage are really strong in terms of HP. That's why, for example, if you don't have max in this stage, if you are using, for example, the Hikaru, it's not really fun to deal with them. For example, when I was speedrunning and running this game, I tried to do like a low percent category of this game, and I slowly tried to do this stage without having a power up. It's really, really hard to do.
That's an easy place to get messed up on. Right, not a big deal. Yes, I'm taking a lot of hits, but I should be able to recover here.
Yeah, it's fine. As I mentioned, it is important just to keep them before the bosses, the mini bosses. It is fine. This is not a mini boss. This is a fake boss. Now we should be on track. Oh, those enemies cannot be absorbed. I don't know why. Yeah, that's really fun. They are weak. They are slow, but I don't know why it's the reason. Those guys that are appearing from the bottom side can be absorbed, but those are not the ones that we are looking. Yeah, this stage, if you're playing casually, you don't have any idea what could happen if the ship is going to destroy you. Yeah, it's just a small auto-scroller right here in this area. Other thing that I forgot to mention, this game it was only released in Japan, and it was this game also earned a trophy as a best shooter video game in 1994 with a review that is called Electronic Gaming Monthly. This game wasn't a competitor with other game that you know that is Gradius. So that's why probably some people are not familiar with this game. It's just only releasing in Japan, but it's really fun when you see these kind of games that in Japan are really, really famous, but in other countries are not familiar.
All right.
You find it in the deep side of the web. Okay, this one is really good. I should have known.
I'm fine. Doing well here. The important thing is that we are back on track with our minion route. Minor setback, but hey.
Now we are reaching to this part of the asteroids, and now we are going to be grabbing render. This is the next partner that we are going to have. Of course, we are going to be trying to avoid those asteroids because they don't take your power ups, but they do a lot of damage if you stay in the hitbox of those rocks. Yeah, this game is really known because of the music most of the time. It's really good way how they ported the music of the TV program and the movie into the console of the SNES. It's really amazing that you can listen to the music without any problems. Oof. It's fine. Come on, Cass. There's nothing happened here. We're going to be getting HP before the boss.
Okay. Whoa.
I was really close, honestly.
Too close for comfort.
Yeah. Okay, why this game is not called any percent? It is because this game is just we played on a single category that and a single difficulty. There are no differences between the endings. That's all. You can play it on easy, normal, or hard mode, but it's basically they are going to be seeing the same ending no matter in which difficulty that you're playing. Now we are on the final stage. This stage is probably it has probably my favorite music of all, and it's the longest stage, and it has two mini bosses. Hopefully, we're going to see a glitch in the first mini boss, but it's not really hard to deal with it. Yeah, in this stage, it's really important to keep keeping the power-ups, because there's not many places where we can get them as a backup. And we are going to also switching the partner.
Not a big deal.
One, yeah, there's another one ahead. Afterwards. That's fine. Yep. This area trust has two mini bosses. This one is not a mini boss. It's just a fake one. You can just skip it and just waiting. If you saw that that phase, that item, it only refills your HP to the max one. If you are, for example, in danger state, it's not repeat here. This is the part when the music starts getting better. Now the only problem when you're using max in this stage, max, the only weapon that can be used for destroying these things that are trying to blocking you in order to pass. Only way is with the play mode. If you use the energy ball or you use the homing shots, they are not going to be able to destroy them in order to pass them. So that's why it is important to keep at least the level 3 of the plane. Yeah, now looks really good. There's no problem with this. Oh. Not a problem, I think. Wow. Yeah. Nah. Okay, everything's fine. We didn't lose the power-ups. Okay. Now, this is the mini boss, the first mini boss of this stage. If Kevin put us in a specific spot, it's going to be glitched. Let's see.
I almost got it. Close enough.
Yeah, almost. There's a specific spot. If you put the Valkyrie in that place, the robot is going to be using the last sentence in that place, and that's not going to be able to hit it in that place. Now, this is the final partner that we're going to be seeing in this speedrun. Is Nesio. Nesio is basically a ship that shoots really fast. You see. And it follows you in any place. It is really useful with the final boss, which is randomly moving to many places. But we need to keep them, of course.
Yeah. Like, a lot of stuff is finicky, but, like, you can still, like, still improvise or, just react really well.
Exactly. Okay. Now we are reaching to the second mini boss, and second and last mini boss of this area, this level. I don't think it only has two attacks. Started shooting to the crazy, and the other one is try to create those purple things in order to shoot you. But if we try to kill like that, it's not going to be able to use any of the attacks. Okay. Now, the final boss.
Yeah, it's quite a thing, alright.
Yeah, this boss has the only boss that has two faces. One of this, the baby face. And the baby face is basically trying to shoot in many areas. It's going to be throwing, shooting the homing things. Yeah, like that, for example. And the only way is trying to avoid them. You don't want that this baby is trying to shoot to other things. Now in the second phase, which is this alien, the alien has the ability to move to many places. It's completely random. The good thing is going to be starting with the same attacks, which is that bubble, and then this homing missile, and then those projectiles. These are the movements that are going to be. The only thing that was random is the movements on the area. Okay, and I think that's the G. Yeah.
Ah, wow, that's actually pretty good, all things considered. 3348, I will take that.
Wow.
Sub
That was-
34, that's still really good.
That was a really good speedrun.
Yeah. This is this game can be very unforgiving. Like, if you lose your enemy like that, or you game over, the game punishes you. Like, it's really hard to recover. But even then, this game is still a lot of fun to run. And I enjoy this game, man. And I'm glad I got to show this off. Like, you got to see when stuff works, when stuff doesn't work, and I have to react. And hey, this game is a speedrun.
Yeah, in this game, if you die, it's game over, and you need to redo all the stages, which is really pushing that specific spot. That was a really good recovery. I'm gonna be honest, I was scared with the B when you have a low HP.
Oh yeah, that B is what kills me most of the time if I die.
So imagine that's probably one of the stages that is really long, especially.
Yeah.
In this game, basically dying and game over is doing the stage for like 4-3 minutes. It's really pushing.
Yeah, I had a very tight estimate, and I play that B boss very aggressively every time, and it's scary for people who watch and know the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, definitely give this game a shot. Even if it's for casual play, it's very enjoyable.
Really recommend it if you haven't played this game casually, I really recommend it. Please play it on easy. Don't do it on normal, and never do it on hard mode unless you are really good with hard mode games.
Yeah, I can second that.
Now let's try to. Maybe for the next marathon we can try to do a low percent. Probably. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna just as a recorder for the next future generation. If Isel is listening to me properly, I'm going to try to submit this game in low percent.
I am going nowhere. No, thank you.
I'm going to be seeing this. You're going to be seeing this game the most stressful category.
Going nowhere near that. I'm good here.
Oh, yeah, okay, come and take with me the next one. Okay, I think we should be okay.
Yep. And the end gonna come up really soon. These are just really short credits, and wait for it. It's just so satisfying to hear this music when you finish a run.
Yeah, a lot.
There we go. That's Jiku, Yosai, Macross, Scrambled, Valkyrie. Yeah. Pretty much it. I'm done here. Thank you for joining me, Julian. And
Yeah, no problem. It's really good to see that this game that I tried to show it in the marathon in the past, SNES Super Stars marathon, had a really good expectation, and you started running this game and you beat my time. I need to take it back.
I hope to see it someday, but yeah, I would love to see you come back to this game. But yeah, that's all right.
Oh,
Thank you for being on with me.
Yeah, let's move on to the next game. I think the next one is it's Indiana Jones by Anthol. That game is really hard to beat. Okay, I need to watch this one too. Yeah. Okay, thanks a lot everyone. Take care.
Yeah.